So, Chef, my name is Vedant, and this is going to be a short talk about your culinary journey so far. We would love to hear about your experiences.
Hi Vedant, it's pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
And yeah, we would love to talk to you about this.
So, what inspired you to become a chef, and how long have you been working in the
That's
industry?
that's a good one. It's something that I very recently spoke about, and I got thinking about it. To be honest, I never knew that my mom always wanted to become a chef. Because it came as a surprise to me when I turned like 21, because I came out of my culinary college and I went to mom and I'm like, yeah, I'm a chef, and she's like, she burst into tears saying that, you know what? Let me tell you about something. We sat down for a cup of tea because she loves tea, and she told me that, oh, this and that. You know, my family never let me become a chef,
Yeah.
but you fulfill my dream. I'm like, I'm no one to fulfill your dream. And the fun fact is, she's also a pastry chef now. So I think she's my inspiration because as a child, she would always ask me to come and see what she was doing, understand the processes, and unknowingly she was telling the scientific facts about food, although she herself didn't know that she's explaining science to me, which I understand now. So I think it's my mom. I think like any other chef, but yeah, it's always her.
So, what was your journey starting as a chef and now the head chef at Masala Library?
Oh, it's been a roller coaster, to be honest. Uh, I started off with the Oberoi Hotels. I was a step associate, and it was a lot of hustle, a lot of sweat, blood, fight, learning. Obviously, I was under exceptional chefs. I think my career has been lucky enough to work under really, really good chefs who've not just given me skills but helped me grow a thought process. So I think the entire journey is beautiful. I don't have any other word. It's as simple as beautiful. Yeah.
How was your experience working at the Michelin Star restaurant?
Ah, bro, it's that's a different ball game altogether. It's, to be honest, it's very different from how the Indian culinary industry works, but it's it's very high paced. It's very high pressure. It's very precise, and the one thing that remains common is it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of love. I think it's 99% hustle. You can be a great chef with 99% hustle, but that 1% of crossing the line to become, to start your walk towards becoming a legend is the love for food. And if you can grow that love of food after that hustle, I mean, you're on the right path, man.
So, what's your signature dish or your most favorite dessert at Masala Library?
So my signature dish, I don't have it on the menu right now. I'm still working on it. It's something which is plant-based. But right now we did a collaboration with Chef Sabby from Malaysia, and that's where I did one of my signature desserts, which I Indianized. So we did something called tabe wala doodh, which is something you find on the streets, but we did a modern twist to it. So we made like a milk crumble. We topped it up with a tabe wala doodh ka espuma, which is like foam, and we made like a gelato out of smoked milk. Put a quenelle of that, topped up with sweet and sour pistachios, which were fermented and then caramelized. And we made like a crispy milk skin to top it up. So when you look at the plate, it's basically just a skin, and when you break into it, you go into multiple elements: sweet, sour, smoky. Yeah, that's what it
Everyone would
is.
love to know about the chef's tasting menu. Can you give us some more insights about it?
Okay, at Masala Library, we're doing currently a 15-course chef's tasting menu. Our chef's tasting menu is very inspired by different regions of India and local produce that we can find around the city. Uh, to sum it up, what we do is we take Indian dishes, we try to keep the flavors as authentic as we can, and try to work around textures and different techniques that we can incorporate to probably enhance it in the same flavor profile while so we work with a farmer who is based out of Virar, and we keep on changing our ingredients and things, and that's what we do. It's a lot of fun, is what I say. Yeah.
The town has been talking about the Masala Library representing the Michelin Star experience with a desi touch.
Yeah.
I've also heard about that you're specialized in gastronomical based cuisine.
Correct.
So can you tell me more about it?
So Masala Library for the longest time has been focusing on modern techniques, and we still do, but uh, because we're saying it out loud, now we're working towards reviving a lot of ancient techniques, very nature-oriented techniques. Because if you study back from the time of the Harappa civilization or the Indus Valley civilization, or people would say, a lot of things were very natural. That you think that fermentation is a new world thing. No, 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 my friend. Our grandmothers have been doing it for a very long time. It's a very ancient technique. So we're trying to revive all those techniques because I think we've revived the flavors right.
I've heard about the palate cleansers
Uh-huh.
in between the courses.
Yeah.
So what's the concept behind it?
So, palate cleansers in a lot of places you would get a sorbet, which is, just a sorbet with probably seasonal fruits or maybe some different flavors, honestly. Uh, because we try to keep everything towards the Indian flavor. Me and Chef Rahul, who I work very closely with, we really love Mishti Doi as something. And Chef Jigs Kalra, the legend himself, used to love the same thing. So we kept it intact. Uh, it's a Mishti Doi popsicle, and we have ice plate. We make a very traditional Mishti Doi batter, and we freeze it on the ice plate, and we serve it like a popsicle. The topping differs because, again, as I said, we work on a lot of local ingredients. So if we have strawberries, if we have jamuns, if we have cake gooseberries, we try to make preserves or compotes or jams, whatever is feasible, and top it up with that, just to keep it nice, simple.
So how do your team and you manage the surge in orders on a busy day?
Uh, that's something that's very difficult to answer, because it's so we all as chefs when we come to work we always have something called a prep list of the things that we have to prepare, and when it's like huge and we've just we know it's a heavy busy service and everything, we're talking, oh my god, this, and when the service starts it's a different ballgame. We're literally dancing in the kitchen sometimes. And there's so many fun moments, like it's 90% of fun moments because we're all professionals. Again, we've gone through the hustle, as I said. uh, it's a lot of fun, man. It's just doing what we do best, but in a clean and organized manner, while making sure we treat our guests as guests, not customers. There's a very thin line. uh, at Masala Library, we very firmly believe that anyone who comes to dine with us is a guest, not a customer.
It
A
was really a
customer
great
would.
experience for me as well.
Thank you. That means a lot.
So could you tell us about a time when you had to work in a difficult situation at kitchen?
Um, I think the most difficult situation that I went through was the time where I was like in my program as a step at the Obroys. So it's basically a program where you work for 3 years with them, which is like an on-job training, and you graduate with them as well. So it gives you hands-on experience in the kitchen. And at one point of time, we were like short-staffed, and it was like New Year's, and and a hotel it gets busy. Like you have 800, 900 covers, and with that much and like a huge array of savory starters, desserts, and main course, we were short staffed to a certain extent that we only had like 2 3 people per section. And I remember that Chef Royston Sabio was the legend himself, who was the first chef that I worked under. He comes up to me, he's like, oh my mate, you've got to step up, and I know you're a on-job trainee, but you've got to act as a chef now. I'm like, all right, let's do it. And I remember it was 3 days, uh, 45 minutes to an hour sleep every day, and hustle. And the fourth day we put up the show, and the fifth day I remember I passed out and I slept for 24 hours straight. And when I woke up, I realized, oh, that was tough, man. Yeah,
So what's the process of perfecting a dish according to you?
but there's nothing as a perfect dish. That's something that I believe in. A dish can reach its pinnacle to the capacity of what a chef can think, but the dish always has the scope of improvement, because if I can cook something which is, oh, this is amazing, bang on, spot on, and the moment I transfer that recipe to someone else, they have their own perspective, their own experience, and their own point of view. It grows. A dish is very separate from a chef. A chef is an individual, a dish is an individual itself. It keeps on growing with experiences.
What are the tips you would give to the young chefs who are just starting their career?
Uh, I have very small little things to say to chefs who are starting up, that, you know what, work under great chefs, work in good environments, work with people who inspire you. More than anything, learn your basics and build your thought process around it, and love what you do. If you're in love with the kitchen, with the food, you will do wonders. If you're not, I mean, keep trying. You'll reach there sometime.
Thank you so much, Chef. It has been a great time to hear about your experiences.
Absolute pleasure, man. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.